Llegaron los nuevos McCrispy Strips, listos para aventurarse en la mezcla de mayo ketchup, la barbecue que quedó en el fondo de la cajita, Hot Fudge Sundae y en la nueva Creamy Chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Los nuevos McCrispy Strips, ahora en McDonald's. Para pa pa pa.
Hey, it's Austin James. Yes, I'm living with diabetes, but it doesn't have to define me. Thanks to the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor, I get real-time glucose readings throughout the day. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is small and easy to wear, giving me the freedom to focus on my life as a parent and a musician. Now this is progress. You can get a free sensor at freestylelibre.us.
Offer available for people who qualify. Visit myfreestyle.us to see all terms and conditions. Certain exclusions apply. Data on file. Abbott Diabetes Care. Per prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Have it on loop on accident. It's a Monday. Welcome back to Game On. This is your sports morning espresso shot. I'm your host, Will, and I'm here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. Welcome back to the most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. And yes, that is a brand new coffee pot that I got specifically just for my office here. Yeah. Now I can drink all the coffee in the morning with you guys. All the coffee, that delicious 1775 coffee, which I know you're sipping on. So sit back, relax, and get ready for me to lay out what's on the menu today. But first, my wife got so mad at me when I got that coffee pot. I've never seen someone get upset about buying a coffee pot. But my wife, I like a bunch of different coffee. All right. My wife doesn't. She loves 1775 coffee and only 1775 coffee. Actually, I'm just kidding. She has a different kind of coffee that she likes. I like the 1775 coffee and others. But I got tired of one, it's super early in the morning. But I got tired of making coffee and then having to switch everything around and get her coffee ready. So she gets the nice fancy coffee maker that we have out there. And I got this little guy in here and I'm okay with it. But she's a little upset with me. She thinks it's weird that we're married and we have two different coffee makers, but I told her it was a tax write-off, so we're good. Delicious. Anyways, here's what's on the menu today. We got NBA Finals set. We got NHL Finals set. Those will be starting later this week. A lot of time off. We gotta look into baseball. What's going on in baseball? We'll take a look at the standings, see where everyone's at. We have there's a spot. If you don't mind tying up your money for a little bit, there's a spot in the middle of the NFL season that I think is money on the floor. Granted, it's a risk because you never know, there could be major injuries or stuff like that. But it's pretty much money on the floor. So we're gonna look into that. Plus whatever else is going on. Shout out to Barnes. Shout out to the great Rubber Barnes for the Polish president pick. I keep telling myself I need to just wait because it's these elections always it's because the media is so biased and stuff. You'll have the original odds out there, and then they tank like the day of the election because like with before the polls even close, before a single vote has been counted, the odds start shifting drastically because it's just biased towards whoever the media wants to win, right? Usually the liberal candidate. And same thing happens. So I'm like, I need to just sit and wait because I could have got half. I could have got this bet at half the price of what I originally bet it at. But then I always get nervous I'm going to miss out. That the one time they're actually going to do it a fair way and not try to be biased. That hasn't happened yet, but I get nervous that I'll miss out. But shout out to Barnes. It took a little bit, but that one came through. But let's say hello to everyone here before we get into topics today. Leslie's in the house. Good morning, and thank you for reposting this. I saw that right before I clicked the live button. Who else did that? Alan also reposted it. Thank you, Alan. You guys are the real MVPs. Thank you for that. Make sure you guys smash the like button and reshare that so Rumble knows you're enjoying the show. What's up, Grass Guy? I am back, by the way. I'm back. I'm feeling better. You know, it was a rough week last week, obviously, to start off the week. And then I caught a cold, and that's why I took a lot of the weekend off because I just my throat and everything like that. I was just like, well, let's get right. Let's get right. Let's go get a new coffee maker. All right. Get everything all dialed in. I'll tell you what, though, this thing kicks it out hot as shit, which is great, but not when you want to sip on it right away. So I might have to adjust the settings on that. I don't know. But yeah, got that. Got a lot of things planned for June, by the way. We're going to be doing this show every day in the morning, and then be doing a lot of videos. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, and then with this, but we have to talk about some uncensored farms and stuff. One of the things that I'm gonna do tonight, bringing it back. We're going live tonight. Screw it, we're going live. I want to talk about ivermectin. My state, the state of Idaho, and two others, I believe, Arkansas, someone else, has made ivermectin over the counter. And I have people calling me all day, every day, asking, can they get it? And even though it's been passed by the state that it is now over the counter, you cannot get it. And you probably will not get it in the near future, if not ever. And I'll tell you all about that and why. It's a dirty, dirty game. So we're going to that. What up, Blue? Well, I'm on time. We're all on time, baby. We're never. It's the most professional on-time non-clickbait sports show on the internet. Remember that. Mont's here. What up, Mont? Alan's in the house. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Of course we did. I'm feeling better. Patriots here. What up, buddy? How we doing? And most importantly, game on Earth's pizza. Yes, we got a pizza, guys. So I was listening to Eric John's Pizza Artist last night, and I caught it at the tail end. I'm so glad I caught it. I got busy last night, and I caught it at the tail end. And he made, I think, a Viking. It's pretty cool. But I donated some gifted subs and got enough points thanks to Leslie donating some points to us and some points I had built up from previous streams. And now we get our own pizza. So he's going to make a pizza of Game On. We got to figure out what we want it to be. We got to figure out if we want it the logo. We want some. He said he is backlogged. He only does it once a week. So he's back. So he says it's going to be a while. I'm thinking we wait till like the end of August to get our pizza, because that's right before football season. I think that's a good time, to promote the brand right before football kicks off. So I don't know. We'll see. That gives us time to figure out what do we want. What do we want our pizza to be? I got so excited I sent them even more gifted subs. It was a good day. Supporting's here. Poll selection saved my day yesterday. It was 0-5 leading in. Yeah, I didn't bet on sports yesterday. I bet on this thing, and I sold out way too early. I got nervous. I got some. I had this is what I won. That's what I won in the Polish election, and I sold out at like 57, 58 cents because I was just like, I'm out. This thing crashed all the way down to 15 cents. I bought in at like 30, 38, crashed down to 15 cents. And once I made a good chunk of money, I was like, I'm out. I don't care if this thing goes all the way up to whatever. I'm done. Get me out of here. I'm going to take my money and go home. I'm going to take the profit. And then after I sold out, like minutes later, it was like in the 80s. And I'm like, mother, you got to be kidding me. I thought about buying on the other side because I thought there was going to be some shenanigans, but I didn't do it. And now it's at 99%. Yeah. Yeah. Good little winner there by Robert. Good little winner. Why am I not highlighted? I'm a subscriber. You are highlighted. I see you highlighted right here. Jace Case has it. Will Jace Case what? I'm behind. I eat nothing but pan pizza, says Blue. That sounds like you're living a life. That sounds like you're living a life. Dude, I like pineapple on pizza. If you're talking about they have this one. What is it? Who is it? Round Table? Is it Round Table that has the Maui Zowie? I like those those ones. Those ones are delicious. But I saw the Mommy Milkers.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that Mommy Milker. Bombs away.
Oh, Jace Case has ivermectin. Is that like an online site? Let's see. I guess. Well, I don't even know if you can. Let's see. Oh, Jace Case emergency. Yeah, the online stuff is different because you can get the ivermectin stuff online. Yes, you're going to be paying a lot more than you should be paying for it. I'm looking at it right now. I see this site. This is different though. This is different because here's the deal. This right here is different because, as you can see, even though it is online, turn that thing off. He's yelling at me. This is different though because which I think this is great because they give you some antibiotics and stuff like that for whatever you want. God, I hate the prices that people have to pay on this though. I hate the prices that you have to pay on this because if you walked into my pharmacy and you needed amoxicillin, Augmentin, you need an Augmentin for a sinus infection, I could write it for you and fill it for you for $15. You know what I mean? Like, and you're gonna be paying way out the ass for that. But this is different though because it is prescribed. So they do prescribe these to you, and that's the difference. That's the difference. You can't just walk into a store and get any of this meds. They actually prescribe it. The law that passed is that it is over the counter, which means just like if you want to go get some ibuprofen or some Tylenol, you could just walk in and grab a bottle and go. You can't. That's how the law. That's how it's set. That's what they're presenting it as. Is that you could just walk in and get it. You just walk in, grab your ivermectin, and go. You don't even need to talk to a pharmacist. Not the case. Not the case. It's a lot of virtue signaling, and it's probably not going to be available over the counter like that. If you walked into my pharmacy, I could prescribe it to you, but it'd still be a prescription, not over the counter. We'll get into tonight why that is, and if it is going to change. So we'll see. What up, Steps? Take the Angels today? Oh boy, Steps, are you sure? Were you dreaming of Angels last night? Steps, aren't you on vacation? Why the hell aren't you in here? I thought you were on your 6-week vacation. It's June. That's when you started, right? By the way, I know B. McCormick enjoyed this last night, or yesterday. Happy Pride Month to all my flaming faggots out there. It's the second day of Pride Month. I'm happy for you guys. Hope you dress up in your rainbow color, whatever. Enjoy your day. Is that why you took June off, Steps? You're celebrating Pride Month? You got all your baseball team, your Atlanta Braves Pride Month jersey or thong. That's what it is. It's an Atlanta Braves rainbow colored Pride Month thong. Oh, that's a sight that no one wanted to think about, and you're welcome, because now we're all thinking about it. Yeah, Steps, what are you doing? Why aren't you in here? What the hell? Okay. Well, while we're trying to figure out what the hell Steps is doing, let's get into started today. I have to take a day off since it's the first day of vacation. It makes no sense, Steps. It makes zero sense. But you do you. You know you're welcome in here anytime. Anytime. Oh, the coffee is cooled down. The coffee is cooled down and delicious. Why don't we just start there, man? Why don't we start there? By the way, your boy. Let's play. We gotta play some good music for this. Look at this.
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
That's right. What up, No Skin? How we doing? Your boy. Undefeated in Survivor. Thank you to the Mets to winning the series this weekend. Sweeping the series this weekend. Huh? How about that? Against the Rockies. I know, not very hard to do, but look at that. I'm alive. Number 1 out of 111 that are still alive. That are perfect. There's more that are alive because double elimination, but your boy's in there. Look at that. Your boy's in there. Steps, you're on vacation, so I bet I expect you all week to be figuring out who we're going to pick this week. Let's take a look. Let's just glance. Who we're going to take for this weekend series. Ooh, do we take the Rays over the Fish? Phillies, Pittsburgh, Rangers, Nationals, the Patriot. Do we trust your Rangers this weekend on the road in DC? I don't think so. You went out for breakfast, man. What'd you have, Steps? What'd you have? Steps is on a bender. What'd you have? Real quick. Let's do this. Let me do this real quick. Diamondbacks and the Rams? Oh, speaking of which, look at that. Look at that uncensored pharmacist coming in here. What a guy. Dropping 5 gifted subs. 5 gifted subs. That uncensored pharmacist. What a guy. We'll be seeing that guy tonight. Okay. Astros and the Guardians. Detroit hosting the Cubbies. Oh, Kansas City Royals going to the White Sox, maybe? This weekend's going to be tough. I don't know who's going to win what series. Blue Jays, Twins, Dodgers, Cardinals. The Rockies are hosting the Mets. Not going to do that. Angels are going to be hosting the Mariners. Baltimore's going to Oakland. And then, Steps, your Braves and the Giants. Man, this week's going to be tough. This week is going to be tough. Might take the Reds over the Diamondbacks. Or Tampa Bay over the Fish. I think we'll pick Tampa Bay over the Fish. Steps, I need you to get some homework done this week and figure out who we're going to take this week. I'm just putting them in for right now. Ham and cheese croissant with coffee. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious, my friend. Cheers to that. I got my anti-aging coffee. I need it after this weekend. I'm feeling younger already. Let's get into baseball. Let's get into some baseball. What happened in the world of baseball yesterday? Patriots Rangers got an 8-1 victory over the Cardinals. Let's go. The Rangers. Look at that. They're 20-13 at home, and they're 8-1 Or not 8-1. They scored 8 runs. They finally put up some runs in a home game. How about that? How about that? Huh? Red Sox defeat the Braves 3-1. Good for them. Good for them. Orioles defeat the White Sox 3-2. Brewers over the Phillies. What? 5-2 victory there for the Brew Crew. I like looking at the splits, like the home and away splits. It's very interesting. Blue Jays doing well at home. They got an 8-4 victory over the A's. They're at 20-12 at home. 50 losses for the Rockies. Yeah, the Rockies don't even have 10 wins yet, man. It's kind of embarrassing. You want to see something funny about those Rockies? Where's it at? Where is it at? Right here. So Scotty Scheffler won another tournament. Man, it's just crushing live. And since May 4th, Scotty Scheffler has participated in 4 events and won 3 of them. Since May 4th, the Colorado Rockies, or I guess since May 2nd, sorry, not 4th, the Colorado Rockies have played 28 games, and they've only won 3 of them. So Scotty Scheffler has as many wins as the Colorado Rockies since May 2nd. Embarrassing. I'm telling you, the Rockies, call me up. Rockies, call me up. I'll get some hits for you. And I'm cheap compared to some of these other professional players. I'm cheap. Just pay off my student loans, and I'll get you hits. You want someone to bat 300? I'll bat 300 for you. I can do it. I can do better than what these guys are doing, that's for sure. Pay off my student loans, and we'll call it even. Don't deserve to be called professionals. Yeah. Coffee on a Monday hits different, says Patriot. Yes, it does. It hits so good. It hits so good. Let's see, where are we at? Guardians 4-2 victory over the Angels. Mets 5-3 victory over the Rockies. Those Colorado Rockies we were just talking about. 3 of the Rockies wins have come on the road. Look at that. Giants defeat the Marlins 4-2. Tigers 1-0 victory over the Royals. Astros 1-0 victory over the Rays. Cubbies 7-3 victory over the Reds. Mariners 2-1 victory over the Twins last night. Diamondbacks 3-1 victory over the Nationals. Padres defeat the Pirates 6-4. And the Yankees, they avoid the sweep. 7-3 victory over the Dodgers. They needed that because they were struggling there a little bit. They were struggling. Did you guys see that? So talked about it yesterday afternoon, but so Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani won the MVPs last year. Ooh, yeah. And they're on pace to win the MVPs this year. Again, back to back. We've never had an AL and NL MVP, both of them, repeat the following year. So we might get history this year. Let's take a look at the standings. American League East, even though the Yankees struggled this weekend, they are still on top with a 5.5 game lead in that division. Blue Jays and the Rays, wow, are right behind them. Not right behind them, but they're next. Thought it would have been Boston up in there, but no, it's the Blue Jays. AL Central, the Detroit Tigers with the best record in baseball, 39-21. They have a 6-game lead over the Guardians there, or the Indians. Sorry, Leslie, that is the Indians. The AL West, the Mariners. Stop me if you've heard this before. We're in June, and the Mariners are in first place, and then they'll find a way to screw it up. They're a half a game ahead of the Houston Astros. Oh, the A's. I got a little bit on the A's to win that division. They are 10 games behind. Don't call it a comeback. Then in the National League, NL East, the Mets are in first place. They've got a 1-game lead over the Phillies. Got a 9-game lead over the Nationals and the Braves. Wow. In the Central, the Cubbies are on top, and they got a 4-game lead ahead of the Cardinals. I was talking about this on Sports Wars yesterday. By the way, I've been invited on Sports Wars to come on weekly. So I'm going to do my best to try to be on there every week, every Sunday at 11 p.m. No, 11:30 Eastern, 11 a.m. 11:30 a.m. Eastern. I'll be live on Sports Wars, so come check us out over there. But I was telling Ryan, he's a huge Chicago Cubs fan, and I said I bet against his Cubs because it's just good value right now in Kalshi's to bet the no on the Cubs to win the division. They're going to have a little skid. They're going to have a little skid this summer at some point because of that starting pitching. And I'm not saying they won't win the division, but I think at some point they're going to lose the division lead. And that's what I'm betting on. And then when that happens, I will cash out. And then we can root on the Cubs to win the division. How about that? And then the Dodgers have a 2-game lead in the West over the Padres and a 3-game lead over the Giants. And there you have it. And the Rockies are only 27 games back of the Dodgers. How about that? They're only 27 games back. We talking about turkey meat now? Grass guys having turkey tacos. Let's go, baby. You have steak or chicken salad 4 times a week. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, salad sounds good. I'm gonna have a salad for breakfast. I'm supposed to be fasting. Maybe I won't eat it. I'm supposed to fast, but salad sounds good. Pay attention to Rumble. Tell Ryan he's getting retarded. Listen, Ryan made sure this week that he had it streaming to Sports Wars on Rumble. The previous week, he had it streaming to the Geeks and Gamers Rumble channel on accident. So it was on the right one, and I was active in the chat on Sports Wars on Rumble. I had it pulled up on my laptop here, and I was chatting with the Rumble crew. I don't forget about Rumble, all right? I would never. Turkey tacos, communist. You guys are silly. You guys are silly. Okay, let's take a look at the MLB board today. Steps has already given us one play. With the Rockies. Here we go. We got the Rockies and the Fish. I thought they were playing Oh, no. The Rockies are playing. No, the Fish are playing the Rays this weekend. Okay. So the Rockies, after getting swept in New York, are heading down to Florida. At least they'll get a tan down there, right? They're going to play the Marlins. Marlins are minus 195 favorites. Sharp money on the Fish. 89% of the money back in the Fish. Plus 165 on the comeback for the Rockies. Who's pitching in this one today? Steps, do we dare take a look at the Rockies today? That sounds gross, doesn't it? But it is Pride Month. Meyer and Marquez? We will see. Yeah, no system play today. Yanks and Dodgers don't play. Well, Dodgers do, but they're home. Oh, it's a small slate today, too. Angels and the Red Sox. This is game Step said to play. Red Sox minus 150. Angels plus 130 on the comeback. Sharp money, Action Network expert back in the Angels today, but 59% of the money back in the Red Sox. Brewers and the Reds. Reds minus 120 home favorites. Even money on the Brewers. Sharp money, big money back in the Brewer crew with 54% of the bets and 82% of the money back in the Brewers. How about that? Tigers and the White Sox. White Sox plus 180 home dogs. Tigers minus 210. Sharp money on the Tigers and 85% of the money back in the Tigers. Who's pitching that one? It's got to be a stud. Yep. Flaherty on bump. Padres and the Giants. Giants minus 175 home favorites. Padres plus 150 on the comeback. Sharp money, big money back in the Padres. I kind of like the Padres tonight. 40% of the bets, 53% of the money on the Padres. Who's pitching that one? Kolek and Webb. Ooh, we might get some value there on the Padres. And then we got the Twinkies and the A's up there in Sacramento. Twins minus 150 road favorites. A's plus 135. Sharp money, Action Network expert taking the A's in this one, but 89% of the money back in the Twins. And then the Mets and the Dodgers tonight. Should be a fun little series. Dodgers minus 165 home favorites. Mets plus 140 on the comeback. Sharp money on the Dodgers. and 63% of the money so far back in LA. And there you have it. And there you have it. Tyler went 3-0 in the WNBA last night. Free money. Oh, baby. Stay away from the A's, says Blue. You parlayed all those together and got plus 400 on the WNBA. Add a baby. Add a baby. What up, Job Liking? Welcome to the crew. Welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. I saw something on the let's see, on the front page. Ooh, NBA Finals odds trend stats notes. Pacers make betting history by reaching championship series. Let's take a look at that. It says for the first time in nearly a quarter century, the Indiana Pacers are headed. Okay, get this out of here. To the NBA Finals behind another brilliant performance from Tyrese Halliburton, the Pacers close out the New York Knicks in Game 6 at home. Now the Pacers are 4 wins away from their first championship in franchise history. The Finals await against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's dive into some notes. Okay. A Pacers win against the Thunder in the NBA Finals would make betting history across the board. Indiana entered the regular season at 66-1 odds to win it all, the longest price for any team to make the NBA Finals in the last 40 years. 6 other teams have made it at odds 30-1 or higher, with all 6 losing the series. Wow. There's a reason why they were long shots, right? Right. Tyler still run with Ari and Chuck. Chuck was that his name? That was his name. Yes, that was his name. Who's Tyler? Did I miss something? My baseball bracket is a disaster. Welcome to the crew, Patriot. Welcome to the crew. Who's Tyler? No idea. Massive favorites. Thunder minus 700. Pacers plus 500 on the comeback. Let's see. The Pacers are massive underdogs. Since 1985, 33 teams have been minus 400 series favorites or higher in the conference or NBA finals, and they are 30-3. The upsets. 2023 Heat over the Celtics. 2009 Magic over the Cavs. And 2004 Pistons over the Lakers. How about that? At minus 700, the Thunder are the 11th team favored, minus 600 higher in the NBA Finals over the last 50 years. Those teams are 10-1 in terms of winning a title, with just the 2004 Pistons over the Lakers as the lone upset. Interesting. Let's see. Game 1 means a lot. The underdog in Game 1 of the NBA Finals has struggled historically. Game 1 NBA Finals dogs are 2-18 straight up, 3-17 ATS since 2005, and 4-25 straight up, 8-21 ATS since 1996. In the last 20 years, underdogs of above 5 points in Game 1 are 0-12 straight up and a 1-11 ATS in Game 1s. The last straight up win came back in 2004 with the Pistons. Well, I guess we just bet the Thunder money line, maybe some on the spread. I think the Thunder are minus 9.5 point favorites in Game 1. It's tough though, dude, because you got 2 teams here. This is all new to them. I don't care that the Thunder are massive favorites in this one. They the spotlight is on you when you're in the finals, especially when it's your first time. Oh, good morning, Gray Talon. Would rather have chicken tacos on a Doritos taco shell. Ooh. You guys are making me hungry this morning. Stop that. Stop that. Now let's talk about the spread in Game 1. As of now, the Thunder are 9.5 point favorites at home against the Pacers to open the series. That is the second biggest Game 1 spread since 2001, only behind the Warriors' 13-point spread against the Cavs in 2018. The question is also, is the series already over? Any team to open the NBA Finals with a Game 1 spread of 8 or more are 9-1 in terms of winning the series, with the only loss coming from the 2004 Pistons. If you want, let's see. The Pacers are 11-5 ATS entering the NBA Finals, including 7-3 straight up, and ATS as underdogs. Ooh. When the Pacers are coming off a loss this year in the playoffs, they are 4-0 straight up and ATS in their next game, covering the spread by 18.4 points per game. Wow. Indiana has trailed by 15 points or more at any point in 7 games this playoffs, and they're 4-3 straight up in those games. Jeez. It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be tough. The profitable angle in the NBA Finals has been the first half under, going 66, 44, and 4, 60% since 2005, including 18 and 4 over the last 4 finals. The majority of the damage has come in game 1 through 4 of the NBA Finals, with the first half unders coming in at 48, 28, and 4, or 63%. Yeah, game 1, I know there's going to be nerves, but Pacers, they have a bunch of time off. The Pacers are going to have to run with the Thunder here. That's going to be I know the line's going to be high because the totals are like around 230. That first half line's going to be a little high. I know it's going to be tempting to take the first half under, but that makes me nervous. Here are the odds for the Thunder to advance past each of their 4 rounds in the playoffs so far. They're minus 3,000, minus 750, minus 350, and minus 700. That's the finals. I can't believe they're minus 750 against the Nuggets. Think about that. They're minus 750 against the Nuggets, but only minus 350 against the T-Wolves. The odds market was not giving the Nuggets enough credit. Granted, the Nuggets did go 7 games in round 1, but think about that. Do you think the Pacers are as good as the Nuggets? And they've got about the same odds against the Thunder. And that's crazy. Huh. Only 5 teams prior to this year has been a team favored by minus 300 or longer in each of their 4 series. 2020 Lakers, 2017 Warriors, 2000 Lakers, 97 Bulls, 96 Bulls. The Thunder were listed as underdogs just 4 times all season, entering the NBA Finals. Wow. Every time a team has been listed as an underdog 4 times or less, look at this. The Bulls in 97 were listed as underdogs 0 times. They won the title. Last year's Celtics were only underdogs 3 times. They won the title. 2017 Warriors 3 times. They won the title. 96 Bulls were underdogs 3 times. They won the title. So the Thunder, can they keep the streak going? That's crazy. That is crazy. Let's see. Tyler Picks on Twitter was on Smoke the Spread show with Cricket and Eric as a WNBA expert. Oh, okay. I missed that episode. My bad. Homemade bacon cheeseburgers today, says Patriot. That sounds good. Hey, check this out. I want to show you guys something. If you can find it, and if you're willing to tie up your money, there is a spot that you want to fade the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this season. So Tampa Bay, check this out. They have a bye week, week 9. Then after their bye week, they host New England, and then they have to go on the road for 2 straight games. They have to go up to Buffalo, then come all the way back down home, fly out to LA, and then play the Rams. And this is around Thanksgiving time too. So it's a busy time of the year. But think about that. What a terrible scheduling spot that the league did for the Bucks. They have to go up to Buffalo and then fly out to LA. So you're traveling from Florida to New York, back down to Florida, then out to LA. This is the game right here. LA's home, hosting Tampa Bay. And the last time I saw the line, the Rams were only laying 2.5. I think if you get that 3 or less, you got to take it. I think you got to take the Rams. That's just a terrible scheduling spot. That is a nugget right there for you guys. If you guys are willing, I'm going to see if I can find it right now. I'm going to see if I can find it. And it is not available on BetOnline. That is disappointing. Some books have it, some don't. Well, if you can find it, I'm telling you, week 12 there, Tampa has to fly out to LA. And look at that. That's Sunday night. Sunday night football. So it's not only do they have to go up to Buffalo the week before and play, they got to come back down home and they got to fly out to LA. But then it's Sunday night football. And the Rams are only laying 2.5 there at home. I think that's a steal. I'm going to be on it. Once it becomes available for me, I'm going to be on it. That's right, Patriot. Hit the like button, follow. It keeps the parade short and distant. That's right. That is right. What else we got? Let's see what we got in the news. Yeah, see, there was Eric John Pizza. There was the Viking he made last night. How about that? We already talked about Scotty. Just embarrassing the Rockies. This is weird. Okay, so softball game last night. UCLA tied the game with a home run in the 7th inning. Tennessee challenged the play, and the ruling was ultimately upheld after the review. So what happened was this chick, she hits a home run, right? She hit it out of the park. And what happened was she missed home plate. Then her teammates, so she missed home plate right there, okay? Which, how do you miss home plate, first of all? So she missed it. Then her teammates are like, hey, you missed it. Come on, you got to come back out here and you got to come back out here and touch the plate. Well, you can't be assisted in touching the plate. So technically, by rule, that shouldn't have been a home run. Ultimately, the umps, after reviewing it, said, yeah, she missed it, but this play is non-reviewable after they reviewed it. How about that? And so she was awarded the home run. See, I'm not mad. I understand the rule says it's not review. I'm not mad because ultimately we got it right, right? We got it right. She hit a home run. She hit it out of the park. Okay, let's not let something silly like she missed home plate by like less than an inch right there change the game off a technicality. She hit a home run. That's a run, right? That's a run. Now, next time, honey, just touch home plate, okay? Just touch home plate. So in my eyes, even though people are outraged that the thing is not reviewable and that the umps kind of screw this thing up, ultimately, the outcome was the just outcome. Why was Larry David at Josh Allen's wedding? I have no idea, Nevada Maverick, but good morning. Glad to see you here. I have no idea. By the way, congrats to Josh Allen and getting married. Happy for you, buddy. Blue says we don't follow rules. Yeah, we do. Grass guy, you are an NFL junkie, my friend. I am. I'm telling you, dude. This is where we do our homework so we can make some money in the fall. Got to do our homework now. Paige says spiked ball before crossing goal. That's different, though. If you cross the goal line, if you don't cross the goal line, you haven't completed the job. Like when people fumble, I'm fine with that. I don't care how wide open you are. If you drop the ball, you haven't crossed the goal line. You haven't completed the job. She hit that ball out of the park. She did her job. She completed the task. All right. Just because she missed home plate by an inch right there. Now, whereas if you drop the ball before you cross the goal line, you haven't completed the job. But yeah, I'm fine with this. Dude, we had some upsets. That's what we need to do. I need to see. Do you guys have who do you guys like to win the World Series now? Because we had number 1 Vanderbilt get knocked out. The number 1 overall seed Vanderbilt. lost to Wright State and is eliminated. First time ever the number 1 overall seed fails to make the regional final. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Let's take a look at that, by the way. That's what I wanted to look at today. I want to get some action down on who's going to win this thing. More sports. College sports. Let's see. Can we find the bracket? Why don't we just Google it? Move my coffee out of the way before I spill it. Men's college baseball bracket. Okay. Larry thought he might find a set of balls there. So Louisville advances out of the Nashville region. Stunning Vanderbilt there, man. That is crazy. UCLA and UTSA are out of their brackets. Texas is eliminated. That is crazy, dude. That is crazy. The Roadrunners. This was a home series. This was in Austin. That's embarrassing. So those two punch their tickets. We got Southern Miss versus Miami to see who's going to go take on Louisville. Florida State advances. They handle business. Then we got Oregon State and USC that are going to go at it. Go Pac-12. North Carolina and Oklahoma to see who's going to go take on Arizona. Arizona eliminated number 12 Oregon. Well, they didn't, but it's crazy too. Man, we could have made some money this weekend if we saw some of these upsets coming. We got Auburn and Coastal Carolina advancing. Arkansas advances out of their region. I know, well, probably Arkansas is the betting favorite, I think, now. But Tennessee and Wake Forest are going to play to see who is going to go take on Arkansas. West Virginia advances. They're going to take on LSU or Little Rock. Duke advances. They're waiting to see the winner of Ole Miss and Murray State. Okay. So out of the teams that are left, I was going to say Tennessee, but they got to go through Arkansas. That's going to be tough. Arkansas, Arizona. Maybe look at Arizona, Florida State, maybe to win. I don't know. You guys, yeah, I need my ML or my college baseball experts here to help me figure this out. Help me figure this out. Who's winning this thing? That's crazy. Sporting says he has LSU to win it. Bought at 18 cents on Kalshi. Okay. They still got to get it done today. And it's Little Rock. Yeah. There's your college baseball. Arkansas. See, Patriots says Arkansas, FSU, and Coastal Carolina is still alive. For me, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking Arkansas, but I think I like your Florida State angle here. I think they got a good path because I mean they're going to play the winner of Oregon State and USC. Although back in the day, Oregon State, and maybe they still are, they've historically been a baseball school. So maybe Oregon State has a little bit of magic. Maybe we root on the Pac-12, huh? Pac-12 taking over. Maybe. Let's see what Kalshi has. Let's go. Let's see what Kalshi has for us. Kalshi has. See, these markets are wild too because there's only $63,000 in this market, so you can move it pretty easily. I wonder if BetOnline has it up. Hold on. Baseball, NCAA. Yeah, they don't have any futures up for NCAA. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not for NCAA futures. They don't have up. Huh. Anyways, back to Calcio. Where we at? I don't think North Carolina should be the betting favorite here. I don't get, but Arkansas, you can get Arkansas at 29 cents. That's tough though. They got to go through Tennessee, but you never know. Maybe LSU 17 cents. Where's Florida State? We can get Florida State down here. 20 cents. Florida State at 20 cents. It's not a bad deal. Kind of like that. It's such a small market though. Where is Oregon State? Where is Oregon State? You can get them at 4 cents. I might snag me some Oregon State. I might do that. Let's do it. Well, first of all, let's see. Are they favored today? Oregon State is a minus 195 favorite today against USC. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's snag up all those 4 cents. 660 shares. 4 cents. It costs us a whole $28. It costs us a whole 20. I'm gonna snag up the 5 cents too before you guys get in here and steal it. Give me all that value. Hopefully they win today and move on. There it is. There it is. Look at that. Now Oregon. See how easy it is to move markets with $50. We could. Oregon State went from 4 cents to 10 cents. It's wild. Obviously, there's no sellers or there's no buyers, so it doesn't really matter. But you know what I mean. All right, I got Oregon State in there, and then who else? Who else do I want? I kind of want some Florida State, but I don't want it at 20 cents. I don't want it at 20 cents. Get out of here. Already made $3 on my investment. Look at that. What up, Mighty Megatron? How we doing? Has anybody else been sick lately? I just got over the cold, but it's because I was at the hospital and caught a bug. But my family went through the little flu that came around. Like flu-like symptoms, the shits are thrown up. Yeah, there's a little bug going around. My kids all had it about a week or two ago, and it went through our house. I didn't have any of that stuff. I just had a sore throat. I've had a cough, sore throat since last week. Been taking Dayquil, NyQuil, Robitussin, Ricola to shake it off. Yeah, there's a little something going around. Little something going around. Nicotine patches, vitamin C and B12. Get some local honey. I got to get some local honey for my kids. Help with their allergies. But let me run through the baseball lines for you today. We got 4, 5, 6 baseball games today in college baseball. We start off today at noon Pacific, North Carolina and Oklahoma. North Carolina is minus 235 favorite. Oklahoma plus 180 on the comeback there. Run line is minus 2.5. That's wild. Total of 12.5 there. Let me know if you guys like any baseball games today. Let me know. USC and Oregon State. Oregon State minus 195 favorites. Plus 150 for USC. The run line minus 1.5. Total of 13.5. These totals are wild. Wake Forest and Tennessee. Tennessee is minus 280 on the money line. Wake Forest plus 209 on the comeback there. Murray State and Mississippi. Ole Miss is minus 330 favorites, minus 3.5 on the run line. Murray State plus 241. Total of 16.5. Ugh. LSU is a minus 2,250 against Arkansas Little Rock. You can get plus 866 on the comeback for Arkansas Little Rock. Oh, baby. Do we bet on the upset there? Total of 15. And then the night game tonight, Miami. Well, I guess it's at the same time as LSU and Arkansas Little Rock, but Miami is going up against Southern Miss. Southern Miss minus 160 favorites against Miami. Miami plus 124 on the comeback. Total of 13. Patriot likes the Sooners. Why am I not surprised? Oh, plus 180 though. That's not bad. Not bad. I wonder if Kalshi has any of those. Blue likes the Dodgers team total over. Okay. Might make sure I do local honey before spring to avoid the allergies. And a baby. That's smart. Your nephew's a beekeeper. Why am I not surprised by that, Patriot? Why am I not surprised at all? Not surprised at all. Yeah, I'm gonna get those for my kids. My 3-year-old son, he has terrible like skin stuff, man. His legs look terrible, but they don't hurt him ever. But they're constantly like red and scabby on the back of them. We had to put steroid ointment on it every now and then. But yeah, it looks like he has like psoriasis. And he's 3. No idea why. But eventually he's just going to grow out of that. Eventually he'll grow out. Yeah, dude, I think I'm going to bet on baseball today. Some college baseball today. Why not? I don't think Calshi has any. Let's see. They have the championship winner, but I don't think they have the games individually. Let's see. They got season wins up, though. This is kind of cool. Ooh, the Mariners. How many wins will the Mariners have this season? More than 90 wins as yet? There's no way. Oh, it's because this market's like, how much money is in this market? It doesn't even tell us, does it? Not even enough to post it. I want to bet no, they're not going to have 90 wins this season. Yeah. They put these markets up, but there's just not enough money in them yet. Anyways, let's see. Do they have any college baseball down here? No, they don't. Just who's going to win it overall. And our Kansas is your favorite. Our Kansas is, or no. Yeah, our Kansas is your favorite. Ever since I moved from the South, from the Northeast, springtime was murdering me so bad when pollen was out. I had to keep myself inside. Dang, that sucks. I'm glad I've never had allergies like that, no matter where I've moved or lived or been. It just doesn't get to me. Probably because I grew up in an area where we have all the pollen. All the pollen. All of it. Hey, we have Stanley Cup Finals. Panthers Oilers rematch, except for this time it is up in Canada. For the Oilers have home ice advantage this time. They are minus 115 to win the series. Panthers are minus 105. This one's going to be fun. In game 1 here, which will be Wednesday night, we have Edmonton minus 125 favorites, Florida plus 105 on the comeback. I'm curious if you guys have anyone that you like in this series. Do you think Edmonton's going to finally do it? Finally win a Stanley Cup for Canada? First time since 1992? Ozarks has some pollen. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But we like where I grew up, Southwest Washington. It's just we have so many things. It's so green there. I remember a gal I was dating in college. She came back home with me one weekend. We went out to the beach. But when I stopped by and was visiting home, she was just amazed. She had never been to that side of the state. She was like, "You got everything's green here." I go, "Yeah." She goes, "You guys all have really nice lawns. It's like very, very green." I go, "Yeah." I didn't even know there was such a thing for a long time as an irrigation system because that's not a thing where I grew up because we have so much rain. No one has an irrigation system. So when I moved to the east side of the state and I had to deal with that as a homeowner, I was like, "What the hell is this? The hell is this?" Later, Mont. Have a good day, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you on the next one. Heavy Steps pollen gets to my eyes. I'm not surprised by that, Steps. I'm not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. But Panthers Oilers, we'll dive into more of this on Wednesday, but I think it's going to be a fun series. I don't know who's going to win, but I'm excited to see it. A little rematch. What else we got? Oh, let's watch this. I'm gonna end things on YouTube. So goodbye, YouTube. It's been fun. Goodbye, YouTube. Boom. There we go. Okay. Let's watch this. You guys see this? Oh.
My name is Happy Gilmore. 30 years ago, I decided to give golf a try. But even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one. Happy Gilmore sucks?
Oh, eat a bag of dicks!
How are you going to put Vienna through ballet school? It's $75,000 a year. That's 4 years. That's $333,000. That's terrible, man.
There's so many golfers in this movie and like celebrities. It's gonna be funny.
Math, Johnny, it's $300,000. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Let them see the happy I fell in love with.
Come on, you got to do it, Dad.
All right, let's go. Let's go get him, Dad. But I was about to jig. I know how to do it, Dad. Let's go.
What the hell is happening?
Happy Gilmore is breaking in yet another caddy he just met.
All right, we're going to go. See, but you bring those. Those always come. All right, that's it. They got a strap if you want to use the strap.
Happy Gilmore didn't have things flowing on the first hole.
Check out the name tag, grandson. You're in my world now.
I got you a little something there, Pop. Everyone is talking about comeback kid.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore.
You've been watching me play, Mr. Gilmore. So inspiring.
My dad loved you, man. I am so sorry. Give him here. I got some Gorilla Glue. Remember the happy place I went to? You go to yours.
Oh, my God, Rory.
Jackass. Bingo. You stole my life from me. Why would I want to steal the life of somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast?
That looks fun. It's never gonna live up to the first one, but it looks fun. Chub Son, I know. I'm nervous because they might have too many people. They might have too many things going on, too many people, but it's a Netflix movie, right? It'll be a fun watch. I kind of want to watch. Maybe we'll do a watch party of the first one, huh? Maybe we should rewatch the first one. Yes, we are waiting to go see it. We are waiting to go see it. Yes, that one. That looks fun. I hope it's good. What else we got? What else do we got? Any big stories on ESPN? Saw this. Royals are calling up top prospect Jock Caglianone. Caglianone. Jock, however you say your name. How about you do something in the big leagues, and then I'll remember. I'll figure out how to say your name. How about that? They're calling this dude up, one of the top prospects in baseball, less than a year after choosing him with the 6th pick in the draft. Tell me about this, guys. Tell me about this guy, guys. He's 22. He's crushed pitching at the AA and AAA, combining for 15 home runs, 56 RBIs in 50 games. Pretty good. He's 6'5", 250. Whew. Big boy. No fade plays it. Oh yeah, King of the Hill is coming back too. That'll be interesting. Isn't it wild they can't come up with anything new? We gotta go back to all these old things because no one can be creative and think of new stuff. It was wild. Later, Blue. Later, Blue. Yeah, I don't have a best bet today yet. I don't know what I'm going to be on. Let's see. So, yeah, this guy's supposed to be pretty good. We'll see. Royals could definitely use some help. Maybe we bet on this guy to hit a home run his first game. Is that today? Is he playing today? Let's see. No, Tuesday. So he's going to join the Royals for their series that starts Tuesday in St. Louis. Maybe we bet this dude hit a home run, huh? Let's think on it today and then get back to me. Let's think on it today. But that's all I got today, guys. That's all I got. Come over to gameon.locals.com. I'll get the chat started right now that I'm thinking about it. Gameon.locals.com. Let's see. Daily live chat. Drop your winners in here. If I'm on any plays, which I will be because I'm interested in some of those college baseball games. There we go. Live chat is up and running. I will see you guys in the live chat at gameon.locals.com. But you guys have a beautiful start to your week, a beautiful Monday. I'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, of course. And tonight we're going to do some uncensored pharmacists. We're going to be talking about ivermectin. Why you can't get it, even though it's over the counter in some states. I know. It's wild, isn't it? It's wild. Talk about that and some other things. There's a lot of things I want to talk about there. Take the Sooners and the plus money. It's money on the floor. All right. If you say it. I think that's the first game too, right? Isn't it the first one? Let's see. Yep, at noon. Okay. I need a little action at noon, so I might take them. You talked me into it, Patriot. But catch you guys tonight or back here tomorrow morning. Until then, good luck, good gambling, and game on.
Llegaron los nuevos McCrispy Strips, listos para aventurarse en la mezcla de mayo ketchup, la barbecue que quedó en el fondo de la cajita, hot fudge sundae y en la nueva creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Los nuevos McCrispy Strips, ahora en McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.